Hello, my chickaboombooms. Today we're gonna try some, not all of them, but some of the items that I hauled off of Shein. If you didn't see a Shein haul that I recently posted, I grabbed a few bundles off of Shein, but they're all beauty bundles. I wanted to see if the quality for the price point made sense, if any of the items were any good. I often haul beauty off of Temu, so I was like, let's try a handful of Shein beauty products and see if they're any good at all. So we're gonna go ahead and play around with those today. Spoiler alert, we had some issues with some of them, and we are real honest about our reviews here, so be mindful of that. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed today's video and consider hitting the subscribe button and joining our family here on the YouTube. If you're not new here, you already know the drill, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you comment as we go along, and do me a favor, if you have a hype and you're willing to share it with me, please hype today's video. Without further ado, let's dive on in and play around with product and create this look. I really don't know what to expect, so we're gonna start off at the beginning. I'm working on skincare. I actually just removed my peach fuzz and I tried on products from the icon box I received for the month of August. If you haven't seen that video, it went up yesterday. Go check her out. I'm blending out my lid primer. What I'm using is my Level Up primer, which I created with Ofra. It is amazing, it is affordable, and I do have a 20% off that you can use for every single Ofra order. And I'm going to use the palette. It's the only palette. No, I'm looking down like, this is the only palette we have. This brush, abso-freaking-lutely not. We already know how I feel about brushes like that. So I'm just gonna kind of start with one of these shades here. Let's hope for the best. Tap out. That's already like pretty pigmented. I'm just gonna attempt to feather this out. I haven't tried Shein makeup in like a minute. So wish me luck. And don't worry about the redness. Again, I just removed my peach fuzz. I did a facial mask. I applied an oil. So my skin doesn't love me right now, but it's okay. You know what I mean? I needed to remove my peach fuzz and I wanted to do it on camera with you guys to hold myself accountable. If you don't know how to remove peach fuzz, or you're wondering like how it is that I do it and the why, again, all that information is available in yesterday's video and I'm linking that below. So far, that one color, pretty pigmented given that it's like a really cheap palette. I'm going to, kind of wanted to do the maroony. So I think I'm gonna go maroon with the same brush. This is a Gerard Cosmetics brush. I do wish they expand and launch smaller brushes, but it is a really, really good brush. And right now, Gerard Cosmetics has all their singles, literally from their eyelid primers to their highlighters and their setting powders and everything, $10 and $10 only. So I highly recommend you go and snag what you've had your eye on, if you've had your eye on anything, because this is a sale that only happens once. It's like their $10 blowout sale. That color is freaking pretty. I didn't think that that maroon was gonna look that nice, but girly, very pretty. I think I want to go deeper on the outer ends, pero I love it. I love that. I didn't think it was actually gonna look maroon, but it does. How nice. If you guys are wondering how it is that I'm using the same brush, I have this from Sigma. It's called the Sigma Switch. So basically you kind of go like this. I don't know, this is like a magnet. It's not, it's silicone rubber, but you go like this and it literally just goes and takes out any pigment that you have on your brush, and then you can kind of keep using the very same brush, which is awesome. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eyeball and I'll be right back. I'm thinking we should give this ugly little brush a chance. I'm gonna go into their black, which kind of doesn't really look too black in the pan. It kind of looks like a deep gray. I'm gonna apply that. This is kind of like a fake little blending brush. It's kind of annoying because they should have given you like an actual brush. And then this here, this little pointed sponge, typically would be nice to use, but with shimmer shades. And this is like a fully on, like a full matte palette. So that doesn't make any sense, but we're rolling with it. Okay, the black is actually nice as well. It's not the best black ever, but again, for such a cheap palette, I mean, no podemos pedir mucho, you know, you can't get too picky. All right, so we have that. And so far the eyes looking pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with the eyeshadows, and I know it looks like it's not together, but we have to apply the rest of the face. I'm gonna use their Primetime Primer, which I admitted to you guys, it stinks, okay? It It stinks. No, I don't even want to use it. Never mind. I'll take it back. Why does it smell like that? I don't know. So instead, I'm going to go in with the H2O. I know it's not Shein, but girl, that primer, I think it's going kaput por cabeza. It smells really bad. This is also going to help with cooling the skin and making it feel nice and loved, girl, because she needs to feel loved right now. I'm going to move forward, apply my skin tint, my concealer, set the skin so we can apply the blush, the highlight, the bronzer. I know a whole bunch of you guys were really excited to see what that looks like. Let's jump into the try on of the little books. They're so cute. I did get a few bundles. If you didn't see the unboxing, go check it out because these were basically bundles that I snagged to try multiple products for such an affordable price. I did end up getting a bronzer. I got a highlight, 3 blushes. So we shall see. Let's start off with the bronzer. I'm gonna link everything below in case you guys are interested. See how my skin is starting to tone down now? I want to see what this color looks like on my complexion. This bundle was so affordable. It's freaking crazy. And so many of you guys were saying how like you get bundles all the time and a lot of these products are like staples in your collection, which makes me really happy. I know you guys have good taste, which then in turn means that these were a good buy. So let's see. I'm going to go along the sides. It definitely did add life back onto my skin. This bronzer shade is actually really nice. So this one is gonna be a yay. I wanted to see what this blush is gonna look like because look how pale. You know what I mean? And it's very cool toned also. So I was curious to see what that would look like if it's gonna, oh, it looks so pale in the pan, but on my cheeks it's slightly peachy and pink. And I have a pelito, I have a hair just, like it actually works. Man, I wanted to try. This one's called Black Romance. I was gonna try that one, figuring that this was not gonna perform. And then I had this one also in mind. So I'll be doing shorts with the other 2 blushes. You guys, this one, if you get it, it shows up on the skin. Do I like the liner? We tried the liner in the unboxing. I don't love it. Like if you're starting off or it's like a preteen, I guess it's okay. But it's definitely not a quality something that I would buy on its own. As part of a bundle, who cares? But on its own, no. It has a shiny finish. It's opaque, but it skips. I didn't care for her, like at all. I am going to make the eyes match and then mattify it. Like if you want a good liner that's affordable, Shop Miss A has some really good ones and they're like $1.25. What about this? What do you think? I don't think I should, but I think I want to because I want to try it. But I also feel like it's pretty chunky, so this might not be it. I'm scared. This as a highlight, I'm going to say no. It's pure glitter. No, it's already on. So I'm going to blend that out and make it match. I would look, it's glitter. This would be cute on the eye. So if you get it or you have it, use it on the eye. On the skin, it looks horrible. It's a lot of flecks of glitter and you have to make sure that you really blend it in because if you don't, it's just chunky and weird. So that one's gonna be a no. Now, when it comes to the lippies, girly, this was really, really good. It wore so amazingly. I forgot that I had it on my lip. I even thought that it kind of completely faded off. I went to wash my face at night and I did have 2 cocktails that day. I went to wash my face that night and my lipstick was still on. I'm gonna go in with the nude because it's the one that I used before and it was so comfortable. Smells nice. I'm glad I ended up snagging them. I love the shade. And again, once it fully dries down, it still feels like it's wet, but it doesn't transfer and it lasted the entire day. I really, really liked it. And then I'm gonna set the makeup with their fixing spray, which to be fair, the mist is kind of nice. It feels nice. It doesn't smell bad. Like the primer stank. This doesn't smell bad, but it says matte finish, girl. Well, matte is missing an E. So maybe they're just saying matte as in a person. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily really mattify the skin. If anything, it makes it look dewy. Okay, so here is the makeup. Here is this. It's kind of glam. That wasn't the intention. I really wanted to go with the maroon. The most impressive product was the eyeshadow palette. For the price point, for what it is, it applied, it blended, it was pigmented, and I didn't think it would be as good as it is, okay? So shocker, and I'm glad that I ended up giving it a try. The bronzer is nice. I feel like the bronzer might have been a little bit too much for what I was trying to do today, but also it gives the glam, affordable bronzer, and it reminds me of the Balm. Very, very nice. I'm low-key disappointed that I didn't get to try one of the other blushes, but I think it's also a blessing in disguise because this one here was more than enough. It adds to the look without being too much, whereas the other ones were pretty intense. So could you imagine the skin? It's already very bronzed and I look like I'm going somewhere, right? Could you imagine had I applied this? It would have been way too much. I think it would have messed up the entire look. So again, this one worked out for the best and I'm glad I decided to try this first because worst case I would have gone in with a deeper one, but it wasn't even necessary. The Lippie is awesome sauce. They have other shades. I'm more into the nudes like this. They didn't have a brown, otherwise I would have gotten it. So these nudes were really, really nice. The eyeliner I would totally skip on. I'm not gonna get over saying it. This stank. I don't like her. It's bad. And the highlighter, I wouldn't pay for it individually, but if it's coming in a bundle, then financially when it comes to like the money that you're spending, it makes sense. Just use this on the eyes because on the cheeks, it's too much. Now, I know that these were not all of the items that I hauled. However, what I did feature were the items that we were all very curious about and wanted to know whether or not it was even worth trying, worth the money. Did they perform? Were they pigmented? And so that's why I featured these specifically. And have you yourself experienced any products that you immediately were like, absolutely not, it stinks, it's bad, or I'm not gonna use it and it's going in the trash? I really wanna know. All right, you guys, now you know we're not going anywhere without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. Now, friends, if you are still here, that means you've watched the video all the way through and I really, really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, all the items will be listed below in case you are interested. And if you did enjoy this video, girl, you don't have to go anywhere. I do post frequently throughout the week and YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen that they believe you're really gonna enjoy. So I hope you consider checking those out and I will see you over there.